Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How's everybody this morning?
It's December 5th.
Fifth.
Wow. I don't know if it's just me, but I think this year flew by.
Yeah, they all do. You want me to give Terry White's analogy?
Yes, do it.
Said life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes.
And I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe it too. But Harold and I wanted to come on this morning and remind you about pre-ordering my brand new hard covered book. Y'all, I am so proud of this book.
Whoever thought a country girl from Harpersville, Alabama would have a book written about them?
I know it. And you know, this one is different from my other books.
Yeah.
You know, I have 5 cookbooks. I self-published those. A lot of people call them church cookbooks because that's the kind that churches produce because it's the least expensive way.
And really, that's how part of the way we got into it. When Sue was the secretary at our church did a cookbook, and she compiled the recipes. So way back, when was it, 2020, when people started kind of asking you about doing a cookbook, you had the wherewithal because you knew a publisher.
Yeah, and I knew how to do it.
To compile it, yeah.
But in my cookbook, in my 5 cookbooks that I have published, they're thin. There's no pictures of anything.
I don't think
and
so.
No, there's not. And
the photographs for the cover were, we did a couple of them. Then Nadia did 1 or 2 for us.
Yeah.
And,
but Hoffman Media, who I know y'all are familiar with Brenda Gant's books, they have published all of her books. And they contacted me back months ago and met with me and said, we would like to do a book about you. The difference in this book and my self-published book is this one has, I think it's 256 pages full of colored photos. Every recipe that's in there has a color photo of it made. And then I think what makes it unique is I don't think it's just a cookbook. It is a keepsake because there's 30 stories about our life.
everything that you ever wanted to know about Mama Sue. And if there's some questions you have, call me and I can tell you some other stuff that's not in here. But there's a lot of good stuff in there.
There's a lot, and I give you along some of my tips. They asked me, what are some things that you would tell others? You know, just little short 2-sentence things that's brought in through there. But it's a book that you're going to be able to read a lot also. Mm-hmm. Now, what makes this different from my other 5 is you have to pre-order it.
Yeah.
Hoffman does that. And y'all, I can remember, I'm giving you a personal example. I can remember when Brenda put her first book up and said you have to pre-order it. In my mind, I thought...
Now, you told me. It wasn't just in your mind.
Okay.
You told me, I don't know if I want to do this or not.
I said, I don't know if I want to pre-order and I'm not going to get it for 3 months. But y'all, when she said...
We got the book. It did come.
It did come. But when Brenda said that your credit card will not be charged until it's ready to ship. And they will email you at that time and say, the book is ready to ship. We will now charge your credit card. If you have a different number, please contact us. They won't charge it until then. But this is a pre-order only. You can't contact my office and say, I want Mama Sue's Sweet Tea and Second Helpings book. We don't have any there.
Mm-mm.
I will get the book when you do. This right here is the cover and the back of my book.
That's the actual size.
This is the actual size. It's
Same number of pages. It'll be that
Yes.
that thick.
so you can see.
But that book is not about Mama Sue. That's a mock-up.
Yes.
I guess
The inside of the book is a mock-up. But this is the cover. And I realize some of y'all said yesterday y'all didn't like the cover, but you know what? I love it. But anyway, I am going to encourage you to please pre-order. Now, some of you would say, oh, I wish it would be here by Christmas because this would make a wonderful Christmas gift. It will. And let me tell you what. Let me tell them what our daughter's best friend Bridget did. She ordered 2. I might not should have given a name because somebody's going to know. But anyway, she is going to have a Christmas card and she's going to say, you have Mama Sue's new book coming the 1st of March. You could do that. But I just want to encourage you, please pre-order because it's not going to cost you today. You do have to give a credit card number so they know that you're legit and not a robot or whatever they call them. But there's going to be a link where you can order and there will be a phone number. I know some of you would rather talk to somebody when you're ordering. So there's a number if you're afraid to put a credit card number in, or if you think, I want to write a check, how can I do that? They'll be able to tell you that. But we're excited, aren't we?
Yeah. This is another thing in a long list of things that God did. We didn't plan to do this. We didn't intend to do the first cookbook. But God planned it, opened the doors, and it's done well. We are so appreciative.
I think Hoffman is, oh my goodness, when I see what all they have published for people, when I went to their office, I was blown away.
It's not like coming to the kitchen here. It is really a big deal.
It is, and I'm so honored, and I want you, who are my friends, to have this because it's unlike my other books, and you're going to love it. And we're not going to keep them any longer.
Sue keeps looking at me because she's afraid I'm going to say something.
No, I've got to go. We've been on here 8 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to tell you one thing. But if I think I forgot. We picked the recipes and the pictures, and that's all. Well, we picked, a picture on the cover, but the other stuff about the book, the price, we didn't have anything to do with that. That was a contract.
That's what Brenda's cost. That's what any of these nice books cost.
We would love to sell them cheaper, but
we couldn't. We couldn't publish this book ourselves for the price that they're doing. But let me tell you this, the stories about my life, I told these stories to Amy. She sat over here. And I told her what I remembered about my daddy. That's one story. He died when I was 5. And her words that she took from me, when I read it after she wrote what I had told her, I cried. Because that was personal. These stories are personal. You're going to hear the good, the happy times, and some sad times. But I don't like to keep you long. Just remember, go pre-order. The link will be below. Okay. Remember to be salt and light. I'm going to be both of them today. That's right. And I'm going to turn it off.